welcome back to another weekly vlog. Maybe this weekly vlog will actually be consistent and I won't stop filming randomly, but a few things I want and need to get done this week so desperately. I really need to put myself first this week and just like look to the future. I actually hate thinking about the future. It terrifies me, okay? I hate thinking about the past. I hate thinking about the future. I just don't really like thinking. So what do we do in that situation? But the main reason I hate thinking about the future is because I don't have faith in myself, which is really sad. But I just don't. Yeah, I need to work on that. But this week, I'm going to apply for a few jobs. I really ideally would love to keep doing the sausage dogs, but the sausage dogs is kind of like at an odd time in the day. It's like, it's only for 30 minutes, but it's between 1 and 1:30. So like, if you were to start like a morning job and going all day, that's just not gonna work really. So I'm gonna look for jobs hopefully at like nighttime, because I do like nighttime anyway, or early morning. Apply for a few jobs. I really need to just put my foot in the door and just apply for a few, so that I can get in a good momentum. The interview portion, it actually terrifies me. I can't lie, like anytime I've had an interview I've shit myself. I've been terrified. But saying that, anytime I've had an interview bar like once, I've gotten the job. So on Sunday it's Mother's Day. My mum's gonna be with her mum, so my grandma and her brothers, but I still want to get her some presents obviously. So I was actually thinking, me and mum are very similar in this regard. Like we love like knick-knacky, like kind of quirky, like weird looking like figurines and like ornaments and like things of the garden, like any like quite whimsical in that way. Like if it's ugly, we'll probably think it's kind of cute. But today I was thinking that instead of just buying her stuff from the shops that like everyone has, maybe I could like go op shopping for her and like specifically find things for her. And I think she'll really appreciate it too, because like I'm literally going to an op shop looking for her. And honestly, if someone did that for me, I'd be like, wow, okay, because you know me even more, because you literally picked these things from op shops and not because of popularity. I'll bring you along for what I get up to, but the main objective today is I'm going to staying at Bodie's tonight, but the main objective today is to find some things for my mum. Also do it today because a lot of op shops close certain days during the week, so I want to like get it majority of it done at least today. And I really am in the mood to go op shopping, and I will be alone as well, which kind of terrifies me, but I know I need to spend more time alone out of the house, because I'm really good at spending time alone in my house and like in my car, like driving places, but I'm not as good at like sitting places alone. I've never gone to a cafe alone, just sat there, which I should do. I don't go places alone really, other than to like Kmart and like Woolies and Coles. It's just, I get so anxious, and like I'm a really anxious person. That just is like 10 times the amount. But I'm hoping to get a bit better at that this year, being just outside of the house alone. So today going op shopping will be a good start. I'm wanting to like, I don't know, recently like the things I eat, I'm just like, just not having it really. And there's so many, I go through phases where I'm like addicted to certain foods and I just eat them like non-stop for ages, and this was one of them. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make overnight Weet-Bix again, because you know that was a huge thing. So I made it and I put it in this. How freaking good does that look? I'm sorry. I put Weet-Bix, coconut yogurt. Yes, I'm a coconut yogurt girl. I don't really eat many dairy products. Like, I mean, just dairy products straight off the bat. Like, obviously dairy's in it, I don't have a problem. I don't actually have a problem with dairy. I just prefer coconut based things. So I don't really eat any more dairy yogurt or normal milk or ice cream or really any of those. I just never really ate those things too. I would eat yogurt a lot, but then I switched to coconut yogurt, and I genuinely just like prefer the taste of coconut yogurt and prefer the taste of oat milk. I didn't do it for any particular reason. I just wanted to try them out, and now I prefer them, so why would I change it? But nonetheless, Weet-Bix, 2 Weet-Bix, mixed with a little bit of milk, coconut yogurt, then I put frozen raspberries and fresh strawberries and peanut butter like that. I haven't had this in so long, so I'm really hoping I still enjoy it because it used to make me feel a bit sick, so. And I've never tried it with coconut yogurt, so bit of everything. So good. Didn't film anything while I was shopping. Which I'm annoyed with myself about, but it was sorry kind of sketchy out today, I'm not gonna lie. But I got a lot of things, so I'll definitely do a haul for you when I get home. I just popped into Woolies, mainly to get both of these because they're on sale. But I'm gonna head home now and then I can give you a haul. Glad I'm home. That felt like a lot. I don't know, I just felt so anxious today. That's why I wasn't videoing, because I don't know, it was kind of like a, I would call that kind of like a sketchier area of Rosebud where I went. To me personally, like I don't really particularly ever feel safe there, let alone, so nonetheless. So I mainly went to look for my mum for Mother's Day to like more personalized, like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you kind of vibe. And I got her a few things, and then I also found lots of books for myself and a couple for Lacey, and then I also found a couple of records because me and Bodhi both have record players. I definitely use mine more than he does, but obviously records are super expensive, and we both wanted to like start looking for records at like op shops and stuff that you wouldn't really buy otherwise, and they're like super cheap. They're like $2 to $3. I got one that was $1. Like I just thought that we could find some there, and obviously they're not going to be like the more popular ones necessarily, but still the ones I got I'm pretty proud of. So for the vinyls, I was stoked when I saw this. I got the Alice in Wonderland Story and Songs because if you know me, I'm obsessed with Alice in Wonderland. Like I love Alice in Wonderland, and I saw this, I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? So I have to play it for you. I'm hoping it's not like super scratch. She's like, did you check? And I'm like, yeah. I did it. It was $4, so. And then I got this one for Bodhi, which could be Rogue, because I'm not actually entirely sure if he's seen this movie, but I got him a Bad Boys music one. Mainly because it said Sean Penn, and I know he loves Sean Penn. I don't know if he's seen the movie, but it seems like it's right up his alley to be complete. He's like an old soul when it comes to movies. I'm really hoping this isn't, I didn't look at this one either. They look pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to test that one too before I give it to him. I was just pretty happy with them because, yeah, like I said, it's kind of like a thing where you're like, oh, they went to the op shop and they thought of me when they saw this. I don't know, I like thinking of it that way. It's quite sweet. Now, I got Mum a Frank Sinatra CD. Look, I'm pretty sure she likes Frank Sinatra. Looks like it's pretty good condition. It's Alive, I've Got Under Your Skin. I don't know. I got her this cute little jewelry box. I just thought it was quite darling and sweet. I don't know. Just a little knickknack she can put in there. It's $2. So I thought this mug was quite mum coded. My mum coded. It says, a garden is a thing of beauty and a job forever. And it's like this lady who's gardening. I thought that was quite sweet too, and I think she'll really like that. So the other things I've got for my mum so far, so I got 3 things. Not exactly as much as I would hope, but I'm planning on going again to another op shop maybe tomorrow or later in the week, so that's a good start. Now for the best part, my book haul. Now the first op shop that I went into, I'm pretty sure they just put out like these books, and they're all newer books from authors I know. So I was looking at them for a while and I was like, ooh. And then the second op shop, I found 2 books. I found one that I'll just show you. So the second op shop, I ended up picking up The Infinite Sea by Rika Yancey, which is the second book of The Fifth Wave. And I have The Fifth Wave. I haven't read it yet. I have The Fifth Wave. And yeah, I saw this. I was like, I feel like this is because I love these kind of movies. I already know this book will be up my alley, so I was like, best to have the second one just ready to go because I don't think I'd really ever find it, to be honest. Did I know there was a second movie? No. Well, is there a second movie or is it just a book? Anyway, that was $3. All these books I think were $3 or $2. Then I actually picked up Dracula. Kind of rogue, but I want to read more classics. I literally say that in every single video. And yeah, it was $3. So generally Penguin books, like this kind of Penguin book, they're pretty cheap anyway, like only like $13-12 at like, that's at like full-on bookshops, but $3 I couldn't resist. And like I've heard people say amazing things about Dracula. Okay, so I picked up Lynette Noni's Whisper. I mainly picked it up because it's Lynette Noni and I know she's meant to be an amazing author, so don't really know what it's about. Kind of giving sci-fi-esque, so it should be interesting. And I picked up Wool by Hugh Howey, and I picked this up because it says the next Hunger Games and it sounds exactly like Hunger Games. I loved Hunger Games, so couldn't resist, obviously. And then these two I was stoked about when I saw them because I don't see any of this author's older work. And then I picked up One True Love and Forever Interrupted by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, I'm going to give one of these to my sister Lacey. I'm not sure which one because they are pretty similar. Like, they go through, a person goes through grief. Like, that's the whole premise. Now, I haven't actually read many of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, but she is one of the more popular authors, so pick them up. And I don't know if you saw, but I also got this for my mum because I just... anything cute and little like this reminds me of my mum because I feel like she appreciates my whimsy. Yeah. But that's everything I picked up. Very successful. I'll definitely be going back to a few more op shops during the week though because there's still probably a few more things I would like to get my mum. Let's see if this works. I'm really hoping it does. I can just imagine myself reading Alice in Wonderland in the background. Wow, the center's slightly scratched, but that shouldn't matter because it doesn't touch the center. 33 RPM. Let's give this a go. I'm excited. I don't even know what's on here. Like, because I don't really know. Is it the... I'm assuming it's a classic. I don't know if I remember watching the classic.
Cheshire Cat could only sing.
I have an idea of where I can put the books, actually.
Yeah, where's that? Don't worry about her. I'm talking to you.
So I was staying at my boyfriend's house last night and I've got the craziest book haul ever because his mum was getting rid of like all her books. She just reads them and didn't want them, so this whole bag is filled with books. So I thought I could give you a little book haul because I actually don't fully know what's in here because she was showing me as she was giving them, but I kind of forgot. Do I need really any more books? No, I don't have room, but I'm planning on just putting them in this room on the bookshelf in here because I have nowhere else. But let's go through them. I haven't read any. I think I've read like 2 of these because I just forgot that I'd read them and she gave them to me anyway, whatever. The Chilling by Riley James. Counting Miracles by Nicholas Sparks. This is a part of the Gorn franchise, but this is Berserk by Michael Grant. Lying Beside You by Rob Eartham, which I've actually read and I really enjoyed this book. What's up, people? Fuckface. This series Bodhi wanted me to read, and that is the Conspiracy 365 February, March and May books. Girl Forgotten by Karen Slaughter. I've read this book too. You and Me on Vacation by Emily Henry. Red River Road by Anna Downs. Lies, Lies, Lies by Adele Parks, which I am pretty sure, I'm going to have to look, I'm pretty sure I read this too. The Sweet Secret, by Tierney Page. Before I Die by Jenny Downham. Tourist Season by Bryn Weaver. Name of the Devil by Andrew Main. I'm pretty sure she's given me this book before, but I didn't read it at that point same time, but this is Girl Crush by Florence Given, which should be interesting. I'm curious about that one actually. Special Delivery by Lisa Ronald, which she said she really enjoyed this book, so that should be intriguing. This is where it all started because she said, I read the most heavy smart book ever, and she's like, you need to read it. I was like, okay. And that is Kiss the Villain by Rena Kent. The Guilty by David Baldacci. I Am Death by Chris Carter. She's like, do you like horror? And I'm like, yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, Rachel. The Wedding People by Alison Espach, which I'm really excited about because Lacey really enjoyed that book. And this one I'm super excited about, obviously. Dear Debbie by Freya McFadden. So that's my book haul from Birdie's mum, which I don't think I'll ever have to buy. I don't think I'll be buying a book for this foreseeable future unless I'm desperate for it, but I'm gonna find room for these now because I have no room on my cart. So someone should take the money away. I went to the op shop again to look for my mum because I wanted, like I said, to get a few more things. I was very successful. But I went in there and I know this op shop. I have bought really good books in the past. I've really found some really good books I've always wanted to read. So I was like, you're not allowed any more books because literally look at all the books Brodie's mum just gave me. And my cart is embarrassingly full. So I was like, can't get any more books. So I went in there looking for Lacey and Brodie straight off the bat because I was like, I can't. Walking out, who do I see other than Tuesdays with Maury, 6-star read? So I was like, fuck. And then I was like, I'll get Brodie this because he wants to read it. And then if he has his own copy, then he can highlight and stuff the quotes he likes instead of just having mine. What do I see next to it? For One More Day by Mitch Albom, which is the same author. What do I see next to that? The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. So I was like, fuck, I have to buy them because I know I like his writing. So yes, I bought them and I don't regret it really. And then I got Lacey Heart the Lover, which I've read and I thought she'd like, and a Sally Hepworth book. So I got her then. And then for Brodie, like I said, I'm going to give him Tuesdays with Maury. And also The Host by Stephenie Meyer, which is a Twilight author. But this is a movie. I'm pretty sure he's seen the movie. I'm pretty sure we watched it together, so I know he'll like that. Then my mum... See, I don't know what she listens to, okay? On CD, I don't know. But I got her Elton John and Barbra Streisand. And then I found this super cute tea light candle holder. It says, mothers are special and so kind, touching lives with tenderness, warmth, and love combined. And yeah, it's a tea light holder, so you just take the lid off. I just thought it was very sweet. So that's what I ended up getting for mum. And I was speaking to the lady that was serving me at the op shop. She was such a sweetie. She's like, have you read Mitch Albom's work? And I said, yeah, I've read one of his books. And then she mustn't have thought I'd read Tuesdays with Maury because I was buying it. So she's like, you must read Tuesdays with Maury. And I'm like, yeah, I just actually finished it recently and that's why I want to buy some of his more of his books. And she goes, well, happy reading, hope you enjoy like as much as I did. She's just so sweet. But that's done now. I don't really know if I buy anything else. We'll see down the line. It's still only Tuesday, so I have plenty of time. But in the next hour and bit, no, not even, it's probably like 15 minutes, I'm going to be leaving and going picking up my brother from the ferry. So going with Lacey and then come home, read, and I have netball tonight at 8:40. 8:40 games should be criminal. I shouldn't be going to play a sport at that time of night. I didn't film, sorry, excuse the face mask. No one filmed in netball because you actually don't really meant to film there, I don't think. But I also just forgot to ask, so. Had netball last night. We didn't win, but that's fine. Honestly, I was thrown off by something else other than the game, so I was just not in the correct headspace anyway. I played well, my brain was elsewhere. But before I went to that, I actually, in my journal, I wrote this page. I made this page of get to know someone questions, like just a whole bunch of questions that I think would be good to get to know someone. And they're not typically basic. For example, who would you trade lives with for a day? Who would I trade lives with for a day? Probably Jake Shane. He's freaking hilarious. Or role model. I'm just like thinking of anyone funny, because I'm funny, obviously. Who would you have narrate your autobiography? Obviously, there's the obvious choice of David Attenborough. But who would I have? I don't know. Some of these have answers, others don't, because I didn't know. Who would play you in a show or movie? If you could be any animal, what would it be and why? I actually have another animal. What do you think your favourite animal would sound like if it could speak? My favourite animal is a wombat. So rogue, I know. But I reckon they'd be like, oh dear, please help me. So sweet and innocent. Favourite kind of movie? Man in natural disasters and action. What is something you are convinced you could win a trophy for? Anything, obviously. Anyway, I just did that in my journal. It's just a bunch of questions. I don't know if I'll ever whip it out, but I just thought that was fun to do. Now, today's agenda. Look, I really need to apply for jobs. I'm like low-key really scared and intimidated to do that. But, scrapbook. I need to organise something for Mum's presents. Nothing exciting, really. I want to make banana bread later. I know that for sure. I just sound like the most boring person ever. So no wonder these vlogs are probably really boring. This is like how I like to sit in this chair.
Cozy. Lucky you're so tiny. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Look, I'm tiny.
Yep, and light. Not me.
Anyone except for you. I wonder if the dead father ever hear it.
It's never been dry. Can I have the cinnamon? How long again? You don't watch any makeup anymore. Or anyway.
I'll catch up on them. I'm sorry.
Fuck.
Higher or lower?
Higher. I mean lower. Damn.
Black. Higher. Inside.
Red. Lower. Inside.
Red. Higher. Fuck. Black. Fuck. So, what we'll do is... Wait, if I put my cards down like this...
I'm confused already.
And we're playing for the 3. And the way you do it is, you cover your cards, you pick a number. It's a bit hard, isn't it? You should hold it. This card, the higher the card, the way the game works, we keep doing it for every card in this deck. The higher the card is here that you win, the more it's worth. And then once all the cards are gone, so
wait, but when you put down, you want the highest.
yeah, this is just one at a time. So we'll
Yeah.
play for the 3. Ready? So just pick a card. Ready? Pick 2. They didn't say what to do with that.
Stop!
Said film this.
Just that!
Oh, the banana bread. Right.
I hate you so much. Are you even filming? Or are you lying? Is he? Stop! It's a very, very rainy day today. It literally hasn't stopped raining like all day. Feels like actually winter is coming. those clips you were seeing. Me and Brody made some banana bread. We have like a go-to banana bread recipe that's in like the little cookbook he gave me, and it's the best banana bread, truly. And I just, so easy. Ooh, shit. So easy. Hello. It's so easy to make. So we do that one, and then I got him cards the other day when I was at the op shop, because he's always saying how he wants the cards and he just never has them on hand. So yeah, bought him them, and we're just playing some card games. That one he taught me last night, and then the other one he just looked up. Other than that, today went Mother's Day shopping this morning with Lacey, and then did the sausage dogs, everything. And that's all I've done today. So, but now, actually, I just also finished my book. I was reading this, which is a psychological thriller. Wouldn't recommend, to be completely honest. It's a 3-star. I'm having a really hard time recently with thriller books. They're just not good, really, many of the thriller books I'm reading. Yeah, it was a psychological thriller. Like, the ending was like, okay, yeah, like, that makes sense, like, the twist. But I didn't want to have to wait until page 300 out of 320 to find out what the hell was going on. Yeah, just the blurb on the back kind of lies to you, I feel like. But just finished that, and now I'm going to print for my scrapbook, and look at more jobs. I started looking at jobs yesterday and made me extremely depressed, because majority of the jobs going at the moment, look, I'm willing to give a majority, I would say, a lot of jobs a go, but I'm equally not going to do a job that I know I'm just gonna hate right off the bat. Like, would I work in a cafe ever again? No, and that's because I've worked in a cafe before and I was miserable, so why would I work in a cafe again? But the majority of the jobs at the moment are pick packers, like hours away, and look, I would do it if it wasn't hours away. Or like, you need experience, which is, how do you get experience if you can't get a job kind of vibe? Anyway, gonna look a bit more later, but I'm gonna scrapbook, update my reading journal, and edit my book vlog, I believe. Good morning, everybody. It is currently 9:55 Friday morning. Another lovely day of rain. I actually love the rain so much. It is annoying when I go to the sausage dogs, only because I don't like the rain, obviously. Fair enough, I don't either. Like, when I'm in the rain. So I have to sit on the cover with them, but today I'm not feeling too hot. I don't know, like, I just feel like low. But I'm gonna flip that around today. I have the dogs. Then other than that, really nothing. I'm just gonna do like the really basic things like scrapbook and stuff. But I'm going to look at more jobs today. Maybe apply for a couple if I find any that I want to apply for, and look into courses. I don't know what I want to do course wise, but if it's like free, like, it doesn't really matter. But I just know I don't want to go in. And now that might seem like, I just know I do better studying alone. Why put myself into another anxious situation when I really don't have to? So if I can find it, or at least majority of it's online, that would be great. Nonetheless, I'm gonna work out now just so I can get it done with, because later tonight Bodhi and I think, are going out for dinner. So don't really know what's happening there, but he told me we were, so we'll actually see if we actually end up doing that. But other than that, I have nothing else the entire day. Also, another thing I want to get done today, I would like to revamp this journal a little bit, because at the moment, I don't know, there's something about it I'm just not vibing with. I love all my charms, everything like that. I like these photos here and stuff. I don't know, there's something I just need to switch up, because on the front, in this front, I have this quote book, which I just clip on with a clip like this. I got these clips the other day. I have a pink, blue, and a green one. I don't know if I want the blue or the green. Or I don't even know if I want it to begin with at all because they're quite like large. And the other one I have is like quite little. But this one's like really flimsy, unfortunately. And it does move the book around. And then I just have this Sharpie pen, only because this is what I draw with. I've only done one drawing, so I need to use this more often. But the Sharpie pen is what I use like this to draw. And then the other pen I use in this is just this pen that I just clip on the front. And then at the back of the here, so in here inside as well, I have a mini calendar I've made myself. And I don't know, something about this I'm just not vibing with at the moment. And then at the back I have a book full of recipes, and then also a watercolor booklet. So what I want to do is just revamp this, set it up better, because something about it is just throwing me off a little bit. Like maybe change this as well because it's getting a bit flimsy. And then I need to add more to it. Like there's a page in it that I thought I heard someone. I'm scared now because I didn't think anyone was home. There's a page in it that's like, I have made it dedicated to like TikTok saves, like specifically because on TikTok I save a lot of like quotes and like life lessons and stuff. So I want to add a lot of them. I also want to make another page in it that's like my wish list at the moment, like my dream wardrobe kind of thing. Anyway, basically I'm rambling, but right now I'm gonna do a full body workout. I swear this shit always happens when I'm really not feeling my 100% best, but I just feel like crying today. I don't know what's going on, I just don't feel good. Oh my god. But I'm not going out for dinner tonight anymore because my best friend Paul just asked if he's house sitting at the moment and asked if we wanted to come over for drinks and game night. And I feel like he's really busy working, so like he doesn't have a lot of nights free. So we're gonna go do that instead and then go out for dinner one night next week when Brody's not at uni. We're gonna do that next week instead because like it's easy, we hadn't booked dinner and it's easy to rearrange dinner rather than this. And honestly, I really just need to see friends more because I feel like, oh my god, I just feel like crying today. I feel like I see friends a lot more this year already right off the bat than I had in previous years. Like not previous years, rather than last year. Last year I went through this really bad like depressive spell where I just like didn't really see people all that often. But this year right off the bat already, I've seen like my best friend who I hadn't seen her really that much last year, which was really depressing because she was just so busy and then we just never could match up timelines. But then this year it's been really good because we're playing netball together. So we see each other once a week, which ideally I would like to see her other than netball as well. But at the moment that's good for me because I just love seeing her and it makes me feel good myself when I see her again. But I need to see friends more, which is just really hard because how'd you get in? But regardless, I'm going to go tonight because I know I should. And probably get drunk. I just got home from the dogs and honestly I feel so tired. Oh, so tired. It's definitely like my iron levels mixed with probably a lot of other things, but I crash pretty much usually by like 11:30. I'll be getting tired and then by like after I've eaten lunch at probably like 12:30 I'm like wrecked and I need a nap, but obviously I can't nap then. Obviously I don't really like being reliant on having to nap during the day, but it is what it is at the moment at least. But I think I'm gonna go upstairs now and read my book and probably nap. I'm leaving here at 4:30 to go to Paul's house sitting place But we have to go to shops on the way, so that's why we're leaving at 4:30. So until then, I'll be reading, napping, and doing whatever else. It's currently 1:50, so I have a fair bit of time.
Like, before the season starts, you need to be... It's on the card, bro. You gotta do it.
I don't want to. It smells so random.
It actually goes...
Hey. So, it's Saturday, and I am alive. It's a fun night last night. We just played lots of games and, yeah, just drank. And then Brody and I stayed. I think we left at around just before 11 we left. Then we went to the shops, had a look around. I got a coffee. I was hanging for a coffee this morning. Oh my god. Got a coffee and then came home, and I've just been rotting. But I'm going to in a second either edit my vlog or I want to make more stickers. Either do one of those things, and then later tonight I need to go to the shops and get my mum flowers for Mother's Day. It's probably not going to be any left, and I'm going to look like one of those males that never knows when anything isn't asked to buy things last minute. But I'm gonna do that, and then later just chill. I need to read still later, but I fucking knew you were going to do that. I got you too, bitch. Okay. I ghosted you. Didn't vlog anything today because honestly I was just cleaning pretty much all day. Just had my marathon shower. There's definitely leaves in the way, but yellow, my rat tail. I got these ones the other day from Kmart, and they're like the collagen gel mask kind of ones that's going around. That are obviously probably really expensive. I got these for $6. Win's a win, am I right? These ones are good though because they split in two, which I honestly prefer. But other than cleaning today, I actually organised my TBR cart. So now it's got a room. See, this mouth hole is actually huge. Now, you're meant to keep this on. Oh, it feels so good. You're meant to keep this on until it goes clear. But I ain't sleeping in it. And it's already, I think, at 9, so I could keep this on till 12. Because I definitely go to sleep way too late anyway. I kept this on until it was like kind of clear last time, but not fully. Kind of terrifying. I hate these stupid nose bits. They never fit properly. Anywho. Now I'm going to throw on The Mentalist and probably go rot on Pinterest. Sounds like a pretty good time to me. But that's me. Thanks for watching my video. See you next time.